He was coming up this street right here, came up to the stop sign. I was parked at the stop sign there. He came up to the stop sign and pulled up on the side of the car. As soon as he pulled off, the police blue lighted him. But they said he failed to stop at the stop sign. He had already stopped at the stop sign and gone all the way through.
And Lil Joe told me last night he couldn't talk long because he didn't have time on the phone. He said that the man approached him and said, "You got a warrant on it, a warrant on you." He hadn't even ran anything. How could you look at a person and say you got a warrant? Say he had a warrant on him. He hadn't ran his name. He didn't even know his name at this time.
So the cop approached him and said he had a warrant before he even knew his name?
That's what he said.
I'm telling you, it was the vehicle is what made him stop this car. It was the vehicle that caught his attention that made him stop this car. Lil Joe didn't run through that stop sign or anything like that. The police picked out a flashy vehicle. They wanted a reason to stop his car. So when he stopped there, they pulled him up. They was talking to him in the car. One officer walked up to the passenger side of the car, and another officer's on the other side of the car. They was talking to him. He pulled him out and slammed him on the ground. The car was still moving. The police had to run to catch the car, to stop the car, to put the car in park. He was sitting in the car. I sat there and watched him. He was sitting in the car. He was not being threatened. He was talking to the officers and everything. He must have said something the officer didn't like. I didn't hear what the conversation was, but as they were talking, he grabbed him out of the car and slammed him on the ground. By the time they had came, I think it was like 4 girls up there and 2 guys up there. He said that the situation was unruly, they were under duress, but it was like 6 people out there. Most of them were women. But the crowd, the women that were out there who saw them slam him on the ground, they approached the officer like, "Wait, what are you doing?" And talking to the officer, and he was telling everybody to get back, or they were gonna be under arrest.
Y'all come on, man, before they lock somebody else up.
Go to the sidewalk. Go to the sidewalk. Go to the sidewalk.
Be in the middle of the road. So you ain't do nothing. You see this, right?
We got it.
What's your name? Okay, I'm crossing the street. I'm not breaking no law. I'm walking to a vehicle. Matter of fact, I know this is I know you
I just pulled up on the scene after they told me that my son was up there and they had slammed him and what they did. I wasn't up there when the first thing started. So I asked him, I said, "Can I talk to you?" And when I went to ask, I said, "What are you locking him up for?" "You know what I'm locking him up for. You're 25, I ain't got to tell you nothing." And you walked off.
Car number 321
we the parents, sir.
32133.
He's 25.
Okay, cool. I don't have to talk to you. He's good.
See, that's why don't nobody like y'all.
Why do you think he was so disrespectful?
Because the neighborhood, they so used to being disrespectful, you see, so you're so used to doing this in the hood until they don't know how to respect nobody. It's rules that they should follow and they're not following.
Don't touch me. I'm that serious. I'm pressing.
But you the one acting damn fool, though.
Don't touch me.
I know. I see you don't give a fuck.
Don't touch me.
I see you don't
Got
give a
long,
fuck.
good arm.
You know that. Why the fuck they know that? Know that. Come on, man. I got this shit. Let go.
At the end of the day, look, it's my hood. Y'all just work on it. It's my hood. Y'all just work over here.
Right on. We don't dispute that. We don't dispute that. Hey. Come on. Parker, go.
What do you have on? Y'all need to take motherfucking mental training. You talking to me like that because I'm asking about my child. You need to know how to talk to folks.
That's right. That needs some more training.
No, I'm saying.
You need some more
Parker!
I'm not going to tell you again.
He got a bad habit there. He don't need to be in the
See,
hood.
that's why these
Like
kids.
these boys right here. He don't need to be in the
See,
hood.
that's why these kids up there act like this. When you come over here and talk like that.
Scene right now, gentlemen.
One of the officers had on a mask. All this was covered up. The only thing you could see was his eyes. He jumped in the driver's seat. He looked as if he was shifting the gears or something, but he pulled off.
Hey, did y'all see that? Hey, get my phone. Make sure y'all inventory that. That was a regular police officer that got in that car and rode off. That was not a tow truck. So if they take that car around the corner and plant some in it, can't nobody say nothing about
Get a
it.
report on that.
The police just look, the tow truck driving behind them. The police is driving the car. The tow truck was right there. They left, the police jumped in the Charger. I walked to him like, where you going? Where you finna go in the car? Where you finna take the car? He sped off in the car and the rest of the police went with him. And we called and they wouldn't give no information. We just go get it. And over $1,500, $1,600 worth of electronics just gone. Nobody at the police station, no sergeants, nobody nowhere can tell us what the name of the officers was there. When you ask the sergeant, well, what's your name? He hang up the phone. They took the tablet out of the case. They left the chargers to both of the laptops. Here go one of the chargers.
Where's my laptop bag?
They left the bag to her laptop.
Left my laptop bag.
Like they took the laptop out of here, left the charger to her laptop, but none of the devices are here. I had a pair of beat headphones that were hanging right there on the rearview mirror. They gone. All the gadgets, if you look, it's chargers. We got 7 chargers in this car. All these chargers right here. These 2 was hooked to phones. It's another charger in here that was hooked to that. Is this how Atlanta police handle their situations? Is this the proper way to conduct? You know, I mean, I don't understand. I really don't. Like, you can slam a man on his face, on the concrete, come in our neighborhood with masks on your face. When people ask your name, your identity, you're a public servant. I thought there was like regular information like, what's your name? I'm Officer such and such. Why do you have masks on? Why are you guys so adamant about coming out here in 9 police cars to do stuff like this and then just take our stuff like we nobody, like we not regular people?
Ray, right there. Shut him! I want his badge number.
I want his number too.
I want his badge number.
Judge David.
I want his badge number.
Not the county. I'm the officer. You just slammed my brother out, man. Come on, no. In that car.
His badge number right here.
To stand on the side.
What is your name and assignment number?
As you don't touch me.
Before you go to jail.
Officer with a ski mask. What is your name and assignment number?
The officer with the cell phone. What is your name and
And I
assignment
know
number?
this gonna get thrown out when you go to court. I'm gonna get them a lawyer. They did this all wrong. I could pay $1,000 and get this shit thrown.
What is your name?
Hey,
What is your name?
I just told you once, it's on tape.
I didn't hear you.
And then when people start coming, they start like, one of the police got in the car and like, then he got back out of the car and told everybody they like need to back up. Y'all need to back up. And like cop watch was out there and everything, like numerous people like with video cameras and everything, like asking these people what your name is, what's your name. Only one officer out of like 15 gave his name. None of the officers in mask identified themselves. Can you please tell me where this is protocol for Atlanta police officers to ride around with masks on in this day and age where police killing people? And or do y'all have, what kind of intent do y'all have? You know, like what is the next step if they don't stop it right here? Like, I'm scared. I don't want to get pulled over by 20 police in the middle of the night and slammed on my face.
It was more policemen than it was people. But he tell me the reason they drove off in the car is because of the crowd. The police outnumbered the crowd. So they couldn't have been threatened. I didn't see guns on the people that there. All of them had guns and everything.
Why do you think they have masks on?
Because they, you know, in an unjust society, it can't be no justice. So when you come with ill intent on your mind, like, you know, they've been putting a lot of bad pressure on this neighborhood, like, because it is some bad stuff that go on over here, but it's not everybody. We regular people, like sometimes we the victims of some of the stuff that go on over here. So we be in duress too, but we don't go take it out on the people. We don't go put on masks and go, you know, terrorize the people, man. And that's basically what they doing. Like, you got men running around with uniforms that's public servants that's supposed to be protecting us, but you coming out in the middle of the night and you putting masks on and you coming to our neighborhood, you're not coming 1 or 2 cars deep. Y'all coming 5 and 6 cars deep, so this ain't nothing that one officer doing. This has to be something that a supervisor done. Okay, if you got 6, 7 cars in one location, you know where they at, you know why they there, you know what's going on. We just got robbed by the Atlanta Police Department. They running around in masks, robbing people. So you might be next, be careful.